It's a lovely day on Hope Channel Zambia, media that changes lives. Thank you so much for joining us on our news bulletin. My name is Mwene Mianga and Sharon Nakufuna is our sign language caster. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. COMESA accredits Japanese and Irish ambassadors. Government assures no immediate fuel price hike amid global oil surge. Sima Sansa community builds additional classroom space. And Woodlands Conference women reach out to cancer patients. Much more stories coming up shortly. Don't go away.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road,
PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589 or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm.
IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Here are the details. The Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, Secretary General Chileshe Kapwepwe, has formally inducted 2 ambassadors representing the governments of Japan and Ireland at the COMESA headquarters. Kapwepwe emphasized the regional bloc's role in advancing economic development, peace and stability, noting that Africa's youth population estimated at over 680 million within COMESA member states continues to attract strategic investment, particularly from Japan. The newly accredited envoys Mikami Akiteru and Aidan Fitzpatrick have since pledged to strengthen cooperation with the region body. Speaking shortly after his accreditation, Ambassador Akiteru reaffirmed Japan's commitment to regional connectivity and trade integration, citing key infrastructure support such as the Kazungula Bridge and the one-stop border post launched in 2021, which has significantly improved cross-border efficiency. And Ambassador Fitzpatrick underscored Ireland's readiness to deepen collaboration with COMESA, with a focus on expanding trade and strengthening economic partnerships across key sectors.
At the institutional level, Ireland maintains formal diplomatic representation accreditation to COMESA, which ensures continuous dialogue and collaboration on regional development priorities. Through this engagement, Ireland supports COMESA's mandate to strengthen trade, enhance market access, and foster regional integration. Ireland's engagement with COMESA has also provided an important platform to explore future collaboration aligned with Irish aid priorities and Ireland's Africa strategy. In earlier exchanges with the former Irish ambassador accredited to COMESA, the Secretariat expressed its interest in strengthening cooperation in areas such as digital trade, ICT-enabled solutions, and gender-responsive approaches to regional markets. Our shared commitment to deepening Africa-Japan cooperation across 3 interlinked pillars: economy, human society, and peace and stability, with a strong emphasis on African ownership, innovative solutions, and international partnership in support of Agenda 2063 and the Sustainable Development Goals, to strengthening cooperation with COMESA member states in trade facilitation, industrialization, agriculture, infrastructure development. We also focus on technology, peace and security, as well as youth and women empowerment.
During history, our journey of the European Common Market has been a critical game changer. Since then, our economy has grown exponentially, benefiting significantly from our part in the wider European family. Repeated surveys place Ireland's population as one of the most supportive of the EU ideals and values across all 27 member states.
Many Japanese companies expanding into Africa are conducting their business activities with broader regional economic growth in mind. In this regard, the regional economic communities such as COMESA play a crucial role. Japan has been committed to regional connectivity and has cooperated in facilitating trade and integration within the region. One such key example is shown in the role played in designing the Kazumbura Bridge and the One-Stop Border Post (OSBP) at Kazumbura in Southern Province.
The Ministry of Energy says government has intensified measures to cushion Zambia from rising global petroleum prices triggered by escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, which have pushed crude oil prices from about 78 to 94 US dollars per barrel. Ministry of Energy Permanent Secretary Ephraim Mushimfwa says despite the surge, no fuel price adjustments were made in March as part of efforts to protect consumers from immediate shocks. Mr. Mushimfwa said government has strengthened fuel security through the rehabilitation of strategic storage depots and diversifications of supply sources. The ministry further assured the nation of a stable fuel supply while cautioning against panic buying and hoarding, warning that firm action will be taken against those creating artificial shortages.
The global petroleum prices have significantly increased following ongoing geopolitical conflicts in the Middle East, which has disrupted supply chains and heightened uncertainty in the international oil market. Prior to the escalation of the conflict, the average price of crude oil on the international market stood at approximately US $78 per barrel. This has since risen to about US $94 per barrel, exerting pressure on domestic fuel pricing structures in the country. In response, government has implemented targeted measures aimed at safeguarding national energy security and cushioning consumers from adverse price shocks. This is why in the month of March 2026, no upward adjustments were made, despite petroleum prices across African markets increasing by 30%. An inclusive approach has been adopted in addressing these challenges, with government actively engaging key stakeholders across the petroleum value chain.
Over 470 kilograms of illegal elephant ivory has been seized in Lusaka following an intelligence-led operation by the Department of National Parks and Wildlife. According to a statement issued to Hope News by the Ministry of Tourism, the operation led to the interception of 95 pieces of ivory in the Lilai area and the apprehension of suspects linked to an organized wildlife trafficking network. Investigations have since revealed that the consignment was sourced from different parts of the country, with indications of both local and international links, including a foreign national believed to be involved. 6 suspects have been jointly charged with unlawful possession of prescribed trophies under the Wildlife Act and remain in custody, while further investigations, including forensic analysis of seized mobile devices, are ongoing. Authorities say the operation marks a significant step in the fight against wildlife crime, which continues to threaten Zambia's biodiversity and tourism sector. This is contained in a statement made available to Hope News by Principal Public Relations Officer at the Ministry of Tourism, Nelly Banda. The Ministry of Tourism and Logistics, the Minister of Tourism and Logistics, Museva Frank Tayali, has backed President Hakainde Hichilema's address to Parliament, reaffirming government's commitment to strengthening governance, upholding national values, and transforming the country's transport sector. Contributing to the motion of the President's address, Mr. Tayari described the speech as balanced and inspiring, highlighting progress in promoting unity, morality, and ethical leadership as key pillars for national development. The minister also highlighted ongoing efforts to fight corruption, citing asset recovery initiatives and the removal of inflated contracts in the transport sector. He further outlined reforms aimed at modernizing the sector, including the promotion of electrical vehicles, revitalization of the railway system, and measures to reduce carbon emissions. Mr. Tayari added that improved macroeconomic stability is expected to ease the cost of living, with a stable transport sector likely to contribute to moderating fuel prices and improving efficiency. He has since called for peace, unity, and responsible conduct ahead of the August 13 general elections.
The Honorable Minister of Transport and Logistics.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I wish to add my voice, Madam Speaker, to those that have spoken before me, to thank the President of the Republic of Zambia for the well-balanced address made to this August House on 20th February 2026 on the progress made in the application of national values and principles. Madam Speaker, from the outset, kindly permit me to thank Mr. Hakainde Hichilema for having provided exemplary leadership in promoting peace in the country, as Zambia remains an undisputed champion and beacon of peace in the region. Madam Speaker, as mentioned by the President, morality and ethics are important values that shape the character of our families, communities, and the nation at large. Indeed, we rally behind you, Mr. President, to ensure that we bring up responsible children who do not engage in alcohol, drug, and substance abuse. We want them to grow into responsible citizens and take our country forward. Madam Speaker, we are grateful to the free education policy which has enabled our children in millions to be in school. As has been repeatedly said by our President, education is an equalizer and remains the best investment and inheritance. Madam Speaker, the UPND administration is committed to promoting good governance and integrity. The President made it unequivocally clear: if you are corrupt, you are on your own. There are no shortcuts. Under asset recovery, we applaud his initiative, as we have seen the recovery of many vehicles as well as helicopters. The transport sector has also seen an end to the days of grossly inflated road contracts and ghost transport projects. Madam Speaker, coming from a sector that contributes significantly to climate change through carbon emissions, I am happy that the new Dawn administration has scaled up efforts in its adoption and mitigation efforts, thereby strengthening resilience. From the transport sector, we are promoting the use of electrical vehicles, revitalization of the railway subsector, and promoting the use of non-mechanical transport, among other initiatives, to reduce on the carbon footprint and help serve Mother Earth.
Just now, we take a short break. We'll be right back with more stories.
Salt Sana but Topster. Enhance your viewing experience with the Salt Sana Easter promotion from the 15th of March to the 30th of April. Pay 1 month on any bouquet of your choice and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet. You can also pay for Antenna Classic or D Super and get 5 extra viewing days. It gets better. Celebrate this Easter with exciting football entertainment in the Spanish La Liga, Bundesliga, Saudi Pro League, plus more on your favorite sports channels. Also catch the premiere of Gangs of Manila Season 2 from the 28th of March at 2040 hours on Novella E+. So, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now to any bouquet and enjoy the Easter Salt Sana promotion, or download the StarTimes own app and enjoy the action on the go. Topster, enjoy digital life.
Did you know that you've got a right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road,
PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589, or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm.
IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Hello, my name is Mwene. In line with a reach 1 billion people with the gospel by 2030, Hope Channel Zambia is reaching out to you, yes you, for a donation in kind or financially in order to assist us to achieve this goal. Your donation will go a long way in not only reaching 1 billion people, but also building the kingdom of God. To make your donations, you can reach out to us through the numbers that are running on your screen, and all the details are there. May God bless you. Thank you for still staying with us. We continue with the rest of the news. Members of the community in Simasansa area of Monze district have initiated the construction of a 1x2 classroom block with works now nearing completion. Community member Richard Kayumba. The project was undertaken following an increase in pupil enrollment that placed pressure on existing school infrastructure. Mr. Kayumba says attempts to secure funding through the Constituency Development Fund were unsuccessful, prompting the community to mobilize resources and proceed with the project. The initiative now has reached about 90% completion and is expected to improve learning conditions at the school. Meanwhile, project's chairperson Muinga Abini says the additional classroom space will help reduce congestion and support a more conducive learning environment. Minister of Health Alex Katakwe has directed provincial health directors to provide their direct contact details in a move aimed at strengthening communication and improving responsiveness within the health sector. Speaking during a meeting with health directors from the country, Dr. Katakwe emphasized the importance of direct engagement to ensure he remains informed on developments at provincial level. Sources close to the meeting say the minister intended to maintain regular contact with officials to better understand challenges on the ground and enhance coordination in service delivery.
But I want us to be interacting, and that is why I want to have direct numbers, phone numbers. I'll be calling upon you, knocking upon your door, even abruptly, even without informing you that I'm in the province, because we want to see exactly what is going on. Coming from the point of view of MPs, we know exactly what goes on on the ground. So there are a few things that I will request from you. One is that I'll give a time frame by Wednesday next week, 24th of March.
A total of 133 farmers in Sioma district have graduated from a government-supported climate-smart agriculture and forestry training program implemented with support from the Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWF, under the Climate Change Adaptation in Forestry and Agricultural Mosaic Landscapes. The initiative aims to promote drought-tolerant crops and forest-based value chains while enhancing income generation through value addition. Ndopo Sindoi has more in the following report.
Through the Climate Change Adaptation in Forestry and Agriculture Mosaic Landscape GF7 project, with support from the Worldwide Fund for Nature WWF, conducted a capacity building training in agricultural and forest value chain products in Sioma district. Speaking during the graduation ceremony, Acting District Commissioner for Sioma Good Hope Caputo revealed that a total number of 133 farmers successfully graduated from the program. He further appealed to the project to consider supporting the beneficiaries with startup capital or equipment to help them apply the skills acquired.
I stand to grace the occasion of the graduation of 133 graduates from the forest value addition and also agriculture value addition and also the climate smart agriculture in our district. Having given us this knowledge, we desire also that if possible, you give us some startup capital and also equipment so that what we've learned we put into practice and we add the value that we demand for more of our income.
Drought-tolerant crops such as sorghum, millet, and cowpeas were amongst the key value chains promoted, while under the forest-based value chains, activities focused on beekeeping, mungongo oil extraction, and the devil's claw harvesting and processing. GF7 Technical Assistant Evaristo Nyeleti emphasized that income generation through value addition remains the project's primary target.
It is our objective as a project to see that community income generation is enhanced through value addition.
Alio lisa kubawa basikata hakuluna. Luna lutroba metu wabona, mazeve abona. Nina hamu wona fani obia. Komulenengi.
In line with various empowerment programs under the UPND government, such as the Constituency Development Fund CDF and the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission CEEC, Sioma District Cooperative Officer Brian Mwangala encouraged farmers to form cooperatives for sustainability.
Our role as a ministry is to bring these trained farmers that we've been equipped with livelihood skills, so as the ministry and the department we're able to link these groups that will be registered as cooperatives.
The program is expected to enhance productivity, promote value addition, and create sustainable income opportunities for local householders. Ndopu Sendoi reporting.
Woodlands Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church Women's Ministries has donated assorted items to patients at the Cancer Diseases Hospital at the University Teaching Hospital as part of activities marking Women's Month. Women's Ministries Director Shelley Maimbo says the initiative was inspired by the need to reach out to vulnerable women and children unable to celebrate the month due to illness, with donated items including medical supplies, personal care products, and baby essentials worth over 29,000 kwacha. Meanwhile, female ward in charge Luendo Siamuzulu has described the donation as timely support, noting that many patients come from distant areas and often struggle to afford basic necessities during prolonged hospital stays. And Woodlands Conference Communication Director, Pastor George Shangara, says the gesture reflects the church's commitment to practical Christianity, calling on more individuals and groups to support those in need. Bright Sinkozi gives us details in this report.
In places where illness often overshadows celebration, acts of kindness are restoring hope. Woodlands Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Women's Ministries has reached out to patients at the Cancer Diseases Hospital at the University Teaching Hospital, delivering much-needed support during Women's Month. Leading the initiative, Women's Ministries Director Shelley Maimbo says the outreach was inspired by the need to stand with women and children facing difficult circumstances.
So 8th March was Women's International Day, and as Woodlands Conference ladies, we decided what can we do in terms of going out in community, blessing some women that are in situations where they can't celebrate the month because of what's going on to them. And we decided, let's go and visit the UTH Cancer Hospital for ladies and also for babies. Hence, that's how through the Woodlands Conference, we're able to mobilize assorted items to come and bless our friends that have this misfortune of being in hospital during this month.
The donation, valued at over 29,000 kwacha, included essential supplies such as adult care items, toiletries, baby formula and clothing, aimed at easing the burden on patients and their families.
We gave out hampers, and in those hampers we put adult diapers, we put some lotion, some soap. There are some people, because of the chemo they are going through, they need some supplements. Ensure all those things we put in there. And as for babies, we bought them the formula, also diapers, and also some towels that they can use as they go around. In the hamper for ladies, we also put 2 meters of chitenges for each. Total value was about 29,000 kwacha.
At the facility, health officials say the support comes at a critical time for many patients who travel long distances and remain in hospital for extended periods.
So we're so grateful that women ministries under the Seventh-day Adventist Church that came to donate to our women different things that they brought. Thank you so much. We're also encouraging other organizations to come through and help our women. This is where it's like giving hope to the women and also just helping out in different daily activities that they do, and also the things that they use, and all the material things that they have brought. We are so grateful that you have come. So this donation means a lot because mostly these women, they come from very far places, and sometimes they stay here a long time because of sometimes maybe they don't have money for transport, and it happens that they normally don't have things to use.
Some of the cases highlight just how urgent the need is, including infants entirely dependent on donated supplies as their caregivers undergo intensive treatment.
As we were visiting the children's ward, we found baby Joy. She's only 3 months old. The mom has cancer, and the baby had to be weaned off because the mom is on chemo. This baby has been in hospital for 3 months from the time the baby was born, and so she's on formula proper, and the mom is so sick that someone else has to take care of the baby. So I'm appealing that this baby does not run out of the formula.
And speaking on behalf of the church, Woodlands Conference Communication Director, Pastor George Shangala, says the gesture reflects a call to action for believers to live out their faith.
The Women Ministries Department lives to uphold, encourage and challenge women to do God's work. And we have just seen this. The Women Ministries has moved from the office, from the walls of the church, from the pulpit to the ground to meet the needs of the women, the children who desperately need the encouragement. So they've become the hands and the feet of Jesus. And this is what we want to see. We've been talking about the I will go motif. This is the going we want to see.
As most stakeholders are being called upon to step in, this outreach stands as a reminder that in the face of illness, compassion remains a powerful force for healing. Bright Sinkos, Hope News, Lusaka.
Well, on that note, we end our news, but before we go, here are stories that made headlines. COMESA accredits Japanese and Irish ambassadors. Government assures no immediate fuel price hike amid global oil price surge. Simasansa community builds additional classroom space, and Woodlands Conference women reach out to cancer patients. On behalf of the entire production team and crew, my name is Mwene Muyanga and Sharon Akufuna. It's our sign language caster. Keep watching Hope Channel Zambia, because hope starts here.